Okay, the last part here is just my cleanup. And what I'm doing is I had 2 towels out here for my work area. Well, 2 paper towels and then a cloth towel. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm just wiping down each of my containers with the paper towel. If you let it harden, you can pretty much just throw those bowls out then. They're not very useful. So I will go through them and I'll wipe them out with the paper towel, and that gets the most of it and allows me to use these again next time. Now, I don't know, there might be a better way to do this. Perhaps there's something that cuts this resin and the activator individually. I don't know that. So perhaps if you want to leave a comment on the bottom, if you're familiar with that, on a better way to do this cleanup, I would be happy to hear that. The last time I just let the containers sit because I knew I was coming back in 72 hours to look at them again, and or to look at my work, the work piece, the desktop, and so I didn't do anything with them the first time, and it ended up being just what I peeled out of the bottom was an interesting hard glob of plastic that's almost thick. You can kind of see how it sat in the bottom of the bowl there, and it just peeled out as see, you can't even bend that, one giant hard piece like that. But I gotta say, that's after like 5 months of sitting there, and it went into winter, so it got cold up here. We're in Wisconsin, and all summer long it sat there and it was still moist, and I just ignored it. And finally I went out there tonight to do this pour, and I thought, well, what am I going to do with this? And I started tugging on it and pulling and I started wiping it out, and that didn't really do it, and you can't really rinse it out. But as I bent the bowl a little bit, it just kind of popped free, and then I realized, okay, I can just pull this out in one large piece. And so I got to reuse this bowl again. So the 3 containers that I had, I bought at like a dollar store. I just bought a cheap set, nothing fancy, just something so that I have 2 separate containers, one for activator, one for resin. You'll notice I marked them activator A, that should go in first, and then R, resin, that should go in second. And then I have my one main bowl. And it's really nice to have the pouring part of it. If you haven't done it before, it maybe seems like it's unnecessary. But once you get going with it, you don't want to deal with drips off the side of, a Cool Whip dish or an ice cream bucket or whatever else you may find to use. So these, having that little lip on there and that little pouring spout, really allows you to focus on your piece instead of on the container and the mess that you're gradually making. So that's cleanup.